Well, we're just heading out of Sointula on Malcolm Island, heading to Port McNeill so we can reprovision, fill up with fuel, get groceries. Both a little bit bummed that we're leaving Sointula so early. We would have wanted like another day or two there, I think. It's looking like a good day to be out on the water, so that's good. Yeah?
Yep.
Yep.
I'm Taryn, this is Logan, and this is Max. Join us as we live and sail in the Pacific Northwest on our 40-foot steel sailboat. We sailed from Sointula to Port McNeill with just a reefed headsail, just so we could try out a reefing point and see how well the sail held its shape. We docked in North Island Marina, which is one of two marinas in Port McNeill. It is run by great people and even has a diesel station that can be brought to your boat so you don't have to go to the fuel dock. Port McNeill has a population of 2,000 people, but it's growing like every town on the island. The town runs off of logging, fishing, and tourism, and is even home to the world's largest burl.
Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
Well, we just went and provisioned. We're hoping that we got enough food to last us like 3 or 4 weeks, but it'll probably be more like 2 if we're lucky. We bought a lot more stuff than we usually do. So now I think one of our biggest battles is figuring out how to keep everything so that it lasts longer, so that we have food for longer. Like specifically the vegetables and stuff like that go bad. We gotta figure out how to make them last longer.
Even if the sky is falling down.
After a couple of days in Port McNeill, we headed back out on our way back to the Broughton Archipelago.
We're heading out on our way to Sunday Harbour now, and we actually have a little bit of sunshine. We can actually see things again. It's been so foggy and cloudy for the last few days that it's nice to actually get a view of the landscape around us. We actually fueled up, put 187 liters into diesel can and the big tank. So we've got spare fuel this time and we're ready to go. Feeling much better prepared.
Yep.
We decided to head to Sunday Harbour to explore some unique places and hopefully to do a bit of fishing. But in order to get there, we took a slightly longer route so we could sail instead of motoring our way there. As soon as we were around the point at Port McNeill, we had enough wind to sail and we didn't waste any time getting the sails up.
So what are we doing?
We're sailing. We've got all 3 sails up. We're sailing as close to the wind as we can manage.
Why?
To try to get to where we're trying to go. Like if we were going on the direct path that we want to go on, the wind would be right on the nose. So we're tacking across this channel, trying to make it out into Queen Charlotte Strait, and then we're gonna cut back down south and across Queen Charlotte Strait to Sunday Harbour.
And who are we racing?
Marty and May. Ooh. Wow, we're actually like pretty much right on course right now on our tack. The wind is picking up though.
Yeah, we can reef our head sail if you want.
We put 1 reef in the mainsail and kept the Genoa and staysail out at full. If we were in these conditions again, we would reef the headsail instead of the main in order to better balance the boat. But you live and you learn. Reefing the headsail also would have made tacking a lot easier.
sections down the center of the channel.
There were many more tacks on this sail as we did our best to keep moving forward without sailing into the no-wind zones closer to shore.
So we just sailed all the way down Cormorant Channel and we are just about to enter Queen Charlotte Strait. So we had, I think, under 10 knots of wind, but we were doing about 3.8 knots. It was enough to sail. It was actually super comfortable and steady wind, which is always nice, but there's like this narrow cut that you have to kind of go through between two reefs in order to get into Queen Charlotte Strait. So we're motoring just to get into Queen Charlotte Strait, and then we should be able to go downwind to Sunday Harbour. So that's exciting. It's nice to have a bit of steady wind instead of having to constantly be on the wheel. How you feeling, Logie?
Good. This is gonna be awesome. I'm just enjoying the view.
And sure enough, as soon as we were in the strait, we had enough wind to sail.
So we're currently sailing downwind on a broad reach, and we just started getting enough wind to go more than like 3.5 knots. So we're at 5.8 right now.
Oh, it's jumping all over.
Yeah, up and down by half a knot. But it's a little bit rolly, not terrible, but we've been having a hard time holding a course. And we think that's because the wind was light, but there was like still a decent amount of swell. And so every time we hit a wave or a set of waves or whatever, and it took us off course, it took a long time to recorrect it because there just wasn't enough wind to hold the sails. Is it better now that we have more wind?
Oh yeah, definitely. When the wind's steady, way better. But we also have like, yep, we have like, I don't know, probably 12 to 15 knots maybe. It's pretty light, but this is Queen Charlotte Strait, so it's a big wide body of water and it narrows into, well,
Johnstone Strait?
into Johnstone Strait, yeah, basically. So the waves do pick up a little bit here.
It's also wide open to the open ocean at the top of the island, fairly close to here, so.
We've got the waves on our quarter, and every single time it seems that that's the case, and that's when we roll the most, so that's alright. It'd be better if we had an autopilot because my arm's getting sore.
And I helmed all morning. I helmed for the first like 3.5 hours, so I get a short break before I go back on helm, I guess.
Before I make dinner.
Yeah, before Logan starts on our crab cake dinner.
We reefed the head sail a bit and kept one reef in the main. This helped to balance the boat as we fluctuated between 10 to 20 knots, but with a decent amount of swell.
Definitely building. Woo! Scarier from up here.
We can read.
Yeah.
At one point, we even put the pole out in hopes that we would keep our main sail filled as the wind died, but the seas did not.
Might go down and start dinner.
Yeah?
As soon as we reached the harbor, the waters calmed down and we were able to find a quiet place to anchor for the night.
We made it! We sailed almost right into the bay. We probably could have sailed into the bay into our anchorage, but to our anchoring point, but we decided to motor. Yeah, it was pretty narrow and there was lots of logs. And Marty and May are just coming in, so that's cool. We just put the anchor down like 3 minutes ago and they're right there. So awesome. It is so gorgeous here. And there's birds singing everywhere, which is an awesome sign. A little bit gusty right now, but that's to be expected. Yeah, I'm excited to spend a few days here and go exploring and do some more foraging and preservation of food. It's gonna be a good few days, I think.
The next day we headed out to explore the beautiful area around us. All the logs in here.
So what are we doing today, Logie?
Exploring.
Exploring.
Yeah, this is a cool little like lagoon sort of thing. Or a little bay that comes in off of the main harbor. And our boat's just on the other side of these trees here. And we're just gonna wander around and check things out.
Sweet.
Yeah. Really cool spot. Look at the way this stuff grows. It like decomposes and makes its own dirt and then just keeps growing.
That's awesome.
Oh, gnarly. Look at the sap just pouring out of it all over the place.
What you doing in there, Logan?
Thinking like a bear. According to you. It's nice under here. It's surprisingly warm out today.
Oh, you're hiding from the sun? Well, not
Just
even the sun.
waiting for you to take your pictures. Should probably rescue our dinghy before it gets stranded.
True. What are we doing?
We are going for a dog walk / fishing.
/ harvesting kelp so we can make more kelp noodles. Yeah, what are we gonna fish for? We're jigging, right?
Yeah, we're gonna try and get a lingcod or a rockfish. We are in a rockfish conservation area, so we have to take the dinghy and go possibly over behind that island.
We didn't catch any fish on that fishing trip, but we did catch some kelp, which I processed into more rings and kombu to store for later use.
I caught a fish.
All on your own.
Yeah, it's pretty much my first fish that was good enough to keep, so that's exciting. And now we can use the head for crab bait. And the next spot we go, we'll drop our trap, and then maybe we can get some more crab too.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. I think the next place we go, there's a spot that looks like I can jig for lingcod, but I just have to check the regs and see if it's open.
So what did you catch? What is it called? What kind of fish?
It's a black rock cod, or black rockfish. I don't know. I looked at it on the little chart. It is a black rockfish. It's this guy.
So that night, we turned Logan's beautiful catch into some fish tacos and felt incredibly blessed to be in such a beautiful place with the freshest dinner food imaginable, which included Logan's amazing sourdough tortillas. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing, and a special thanks to May and Marty for giving us some awesome footage of our boat under sail. Join us next week as we head up to Wells Passage and into Napier Bay.